that I am not a tax master. However, whatever I have experience of this 6 years, I would like to share that experience. I would like to give some introduction on what are the tax, what is the tax, and what ultimately in the end of the day we are earning for money. How we can save tax for that purpose. So for tax, you mean to say we have a slabs, income tax, the government have defined income tax slabs. Like for general taxpayer like us, up to 1,60,000 we don't need to pay any tax. And for special taxpayer like Lakshmi, they give 1,90,000. And then for other special who are not there here, senior citizen, they get around 2,40,000 of exemption. That is for to enjoy day-to-day life. We need to do something for our expenses. They give benefit to. That is like free pay. You can use that amount for your personal expenses. Above that, whatever you are earning, it's taxable. So that is the main thing. For this, I would like to give you the three main points on that. Three points I would like to say you on that. One is what all allowances you are getting, like you get to go to your office. Basically, I am talking about only individual taxpayers. Don't confuse with wealth tax and then some capital tax or everything. It's only for salaried individuals, not for any other people. So basically, what we are getting in our salary, like we are getting HRA allowance. You are getting house rent allowance from your employer is paying house rent allowance. So how can you make that non-taxable? Say for example, if you are getting house rent allowance of 6,000 per month, it goes to per annum, it may goes to 72,000. That is the HRA receipt. And then whatever depend upon the metro or non-metro, they calculate your basic 10% of basic. That is the second criteria. Third one is actual HRA paid minus 10% of your basic salary, annual salary. Whichever is the least, you can take it, make it as non-taxable. What I suggest is even if you are staying in own house, you can give a receipt and take the exemption. That's hard. You can save the money. Why politicians will take for going instead of for in front of their car, 2 cars, they will go and they will spend our money. Why we need to give them our money? That's one suggestion. You can take it or you can not take it. It is left to you. And next one is default. You will get conveyance exemption. 800 rupees per month. They will give conveyance exemption. Per year it comes to 9,600 rupees. And then if you give medical reimbursements up to 15,000, whatever you have bills, your father, mother, whatever bills they get, give that bills to your company so that you will get around 15,000 of medical reimbursements. And then one more is leave travel allowance. You will get in a block of 4 years. For current year it is 2010 to 2013 is your block of 4 years. In the block of 4 years you can claim 2 times exemptions. Whatever the amount you want to travel, and travel means only boarding pass. And then in that there are few criteria like shortest distance they consider, which is the mode of transport. If you are going by economy airfare they will consider, and then shortest train fare or taxi, whichever is the least they will consider for that. In the LTA they won't give benefit of your, if you stay in a 5-star hotel they will not give that exemption amount. Only travelling charges they will give. And don't think that if you go to Singapore and you claim LTA means no LTA. You have to travel in India to claim LTA. Don't go to Singapore and say that I will claim LTA. No LTA will be claimed. So these are all the things. And one more important thing is, if you have children, you can claim up to one child. 100 rupees exemption you will get. For 2 it is 2,400. These are all under section 10 of income tax. You can claim all these benefits. Apart from that, whatever you are paying state tax, provision tax, that is directly deducted from your income, taxable income. Apart from that, if you are taken housing loan, whatever you are taken housing loan on that, if it is self-occupied, whatever you are paying interest up to 1,50,000, it is reduced from your gross taxable income. Apart from this, you have one more is ATC. You can get from ITC up to 1 lakh, whatever your contribution principal to housing loan, PPF, tuition fees, your education tuition fees, children's tuition fees, LIC premium, all these things comes under section 80C. What I suggest to conclude, what I suggest is don't, whatever you are earning, know your salary part. That is the basic thing. We are earning to live, but whatever you are earning, you see that what is that my calculation and what are the things. With that note, thank you.